The most important bill of this fiscal session is the budget, a draft passed by the House Appropriations Committee this morning with some surprising changes and potentially some good news for teachers. Capitol correspondent Alexis Marini breaks down where lawmakers are making cuts to fund other projects.
A measure failed earlier this year that would have given teachers in Louisiana a permanent pay raise. But now lawmakers say they found the money to at least give a stipend. The governor proposed a total state budget of $49.4 billion. It's considered standstill with few changes from the previous year.
I think that when you have open lines of communication with members and the public, that we have a much better opportunity of funding the priorities.
The LA GATOR voucher program eats up about $93.5 million. Representative McFarland says more than 40,000 students across the state have already signed up.
Obviously, this is the first step in the process. We still have the House floor and two more opportunities in the Senate to make adjustments to LA GATOR.
Tutoring programs are being cut by $30 million. Among them is high-dosage tutoring. It's attributed to improving statewide reading scores over the past year. Appropriations also cut $91 million for new state agency equipment. Lawmakers cut $26 million from Medicaid, which McFarland said had previously been over budgeted.
We recognize that we're putting too much towards that, so we just backed that off a very conservative number of $26 million.
All this, McFarland says, will help give K-12 teachers a one-time $2,000 stipend. Although, he says, in combing through the budget, there were inconsistencies in previous years to sort through.
We did that without making any significant changes, and we also found a way to save the state $100 million in the meantime.
Lawmakers said some Medicaid recipients lived out of state but were still receiving Louisiana benefits.
That's a $10 million state general fund savings.
McFarland says saving that money will ultimately benefit teachers.
We are committed, I think that's been demonstrated by the legislature, to find a permanent source of revenue to fund these teachers' salaries, the $2,000 and $1,000, and rather than continuously having to come back and do a stipend each year.
Next, the budget will be heard on the House floor. McFarland says he's optimistic few changes will be made. At the Capitol, Alexis Marini, WBRZ News 2.